Hey, so how's the never mind.
We live.
I'll ask you later.
Top rope.
I was right in the middle of my question. You just said.
Sorry. So actually, you hit live, and it takes a few seconds for it to actually go live. So I had actually hit it a few seconds before you even said that. But
that's okay. In my brain, it just said live in the midst of my question. You always known for cutting somebody off.
I am so good at cutting people off. That is what I do. My husband is used to that as well. So it's actually a conversation we have often where he's telling me something, I cut him off, and he just stares at me, and I'm like, oh, I did it again.
Yeah, because you be so excited to get what you got to get out, it just bleh.
And I forget things like that. Like I could literally be like, I gotta tell him something, and if I don't get it out as soon as it comes out, then I'm like, I forgot what I had to say. So anyway, yeah.
Look at you. Look at you. Oh my goodness. This is a habitual line stepper. Okay. All right. This is ingrained in your DNA at this point.
It is. Hold on. I gotta let my dog out. Listen, Falcor.
Don't cut him off.
Go. Oh, hell. He's just staring at the door. Anyway, y'all. Welcome to another episode of Top Rope Squishy, where we talk about wrestling, specifically AEW, but I do not say no to any other talks. So if you want to talk about something else, feel free. We love wrestling here. Hey, Kofi. Tone is, of course, in the room. What up, Anika?
Oh, thank you, Anika. Hey, you should come to my Twitter page and my music. You like some of that too.
Yes, and talking about your music, why don't you let people know where they can find you? Tell them about your album and everything.
So, Midnight EXP, Universal, go on SoundCloud, Midnight EXP, Sunny Midnight. That's me. You can, check out everything I got to say, me and my stupid antics and stupid sayings and stupid.
Mm-hmm. Yes. All right. So here we are. Courtney,
I feel ashy.
Missed you, Courtney. You feel ashy?
Yeah, for some reason. I don't know. Maybe it's this light on me because I'm so used to my natural glow. It's just like the light on me is like, well, I feel like I want to put on lotion.
Let me see if you actually.
No, I ain't ashy. Get off me.
You good. What up, Lou? He said.
I hope you listen to all 16 of them motherfuckers too. Oh, and don't forget about the 2000 singles that I dropped too. Listen to them motherfuckers too.
Sweet.
Oh,
sweet.
See. All right, man. Don't let this boy get to work now. Come on now. Come on, don't play with me.
People. Before we move on and talk about this Dynamite, which we're going to jump right into, I have to say, you have to tune in to our Café con Leche this Saturday because Sunny is also my guest for that podcast on Saturday. So please don't miss it. It drops. We were talking about Richard Ramirez, the Night Stalker. So make sure you tune in this Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern.
Courtney, black people can't blush. It's impossible. I can't change race.
Look at these guys. They're having viewing parties here.
That's just natural glow.
That's natural glow. That's hilarious. That is hilarious.
Just let your soul glow. Just let it shine through. Yes, indeed. Yes,
you need
indeed.
the oil blotch on the back.
Oh, I'm telling you, man. I'm about to start making some commercials, man. Hair care products, skin care. Like, I'm sure looking buttery smooth.
Peace, love, and soul. All right. So
so you want to take my shit now, huh?
Well, I used to say peace, love, and wrestling.
Okay,
but I think it was it you? Yes, you who always would say,
you gotta take my shit and forget who did it. Oh, okay, cool.
Props to Sonny for the peace, love, and soul. Props to Sonny. I will put that on my title for this show.
Props you be plagiarizing shit and be like, nah, I came up with that shit myself.
I knew I did not come up with it. Honestly, could not remember where it came from. But hey, here you are, ready to remind me.
The originator.
The originator. All right. Well, tonight's show. Well, yesterday's night's show, I mean, to me fell a little short. I gave it a 6.5.
I'll stay there.
Yeah, I couldn't really get it to a 7. And I'll talk about why. But that was my overall score for the show. It started with Darby Allin versus Jay Lethal, with Lethal winning using the lethal injection. There was a part where Darby he tried to do like a coffin bomb, I guess, from inside the ring outside to Sanjay and Satnam Singh, and he literally bounced off him.
What, you just ping pong?
It's like he just bounced off, like he exploded and bounced off him and just landed on the floor. And I'm like,
that's terrible. He bounced like Rey Mysterio off that trailer when Kevin Nash threw his ass in WCW.
Oh, really? Oh, I don't even remember that. Look at that.
Oh, see, look at my wrestling knowledge.
Look at that. Look at that. Ooh. All right. So there was a fake Sting hanging around. He revealed himself as Cole Carter from the Factory, I think. Is that right? I don't know. He was walking around. There was a guy dressed up as Sting, hanging out on the side of the ring. And after Darby got eliminated, this guy, he comes into the ring, he takes off his mask and everything, and it turns out it wasn't Sting. Duh, he looked way smaller than Sting. It was Cole Carter. It was Cole Carter, and he didn't get a pop. Most people probably were like me, like, who the fuck is this? But then Jeff Jarrett debuted.
Jeff Jarrett is like a fucking wrestling journeyman. Like, he just bounces from company to company. Like,
yes,
I think he's touched every single company in existence at this point.
Yeah, they say he knows how to chase money.
Yeah. But he can't keep a job.
True. But I mean, I don't know at what capacity he's supposed to be here.
He's supposed to be like doing like, I think, house shows in like business acquisition, some business related.
As long as he's not doing anything in the ring, because that promo was a little weird, right?
Yeah, because it came from him. That was like, dude, your time has been gone a long time ago. Like, stay your ass in the back. It's the same way we don't need to see Road Dogg on screen ever. Like, stay your ass in the back.
It's true. Like, okay, it was your debut. I get you coming in and saying hello and everything. You got your promo, but I don't need to see any more of that. And Dominic and Lou talking about when Darby hit Satnam.
Pretty much playing handball.
Yeah, he said a ping pong ball at concrete, and that's exactly what we got. What else happened? Mox dropped a promo, and then boom, we got an elite Vignette. So I said we were going to talk about this.
Yeah, I know, because I heard it in your soul. Like, I knew you had some little sauce on your shit real quick. So, all right,
got a little sauce. So I know you're a Punk fan, and there's no hate here. I just, like I said, did not get to have a chance to love CM Punk during his wonderful years. And so all I got was AEW CM Punk. And to me, that wasn't great. So seeing the Elite Vignette dropping a second one this time around and nothing on Punk, nothing is convincing me more and more, if not already convinced, that Punk is not returning to AEW. However, they might spin it somehow and bring him back somehow. I don't know. He's injured. He wouldn't even be able to come back now anyway. But if that didn't convince you that Punk's probably gone permanently, fast forward about an hour into Dynamite when Jericho faced the surprise prior Ring of Honor champion, Colt Cabana. Now, Colt Cabana has not been on Dynamite for a long time. I can't remember how long it's been, but it was definitely pre-Punk. And now, all of a sudden, when it seems as though Punk's not coming back, here we get Colt Cabana. So.
Okay, hold on. Okay, so I'm gonna say this. All right.
Go ahead.
I was never the biggest CM Punk fan when he was in WWE.
Okay.
And I like him here. I was never like a diehard CM Punk fan. I mean, I think he's cool. But for me, it's just about what I identify with and what I don't, right? So like, I don't care if I dislike the person or not. If they're saying something that I agree with, it's just what it is. And so for me, knowing how I am, because I don't shy away from anything. And if somebody's saying something, especially behind my back, I bring it to the forefront. And I just imagine myself walking into this media scrum and seeing every face of the person that was behind them Twitter boards saying all this little dumb shit, right? And I'm going to just sit here and I got all y'all in one spot? Bet. Let's get it. I fuck you, and fuck you too. And that's
what he did.
Yeah, and that's what he did. Not in so many words, because I mean mine was a little bit shorter, but but that's exactly how I would have came at it. Was, look, man, you talking dumb shit, it ain't real shit. Y'all ain't never come and talk to me about it. You ain't never talk nobody close to me about it. These kids back here are being over dramatic. They're doing all this stupid shit. They running around spreading gossip and whispers. Yeah, I'm gonna be like, if I've shut up for all the time that all of this crap has been going on, like Punk has been here for over a year.
Yes.
This is the first time you see Punk come out of pocket. That means he was. Yeah, but I mean, he'd done media scrums before. He ain't come out of pocket. That means he was sitting back, just absorbing, and then he just, you know what? I'm tired of this shit. Let me go ahead and kill this off. And I ain't got no problem with that. Dog, that's some real shit. And then if you would have came to my locker room after I said some shit and you squared up, I'd have knocked your shit off too. So I mean,
he called people back there. He said, if you got a problem with me, come see me.
And he came see him too, and he knocked that shit off.
So they came to see him. They were like, okay.
Yo, you bring that energy, I'm gonna bring it right back. And I mean, I ain't got no problem with Punk for doing it.
I think he's also was upset that he got broken again. He's broken. Like, he has not been able to defend both of his title reigns. Like,
yeah, I mean, that's what happened when you go 7 years and now you older and your body isn't, but at the same time though, I don't think this is the end for him, because do you know how much money there is for CM Punk as a heel right now in AEW? Yeah. Like, let him come back. He will be as big a heel as MJF at this point.
Yeah,
with the way that the audience is looking at him for most part. If he's not like Shawn Michaels wasn't like backstage. Triple H wasn't like backstage. Sin Cara wasn't like backstage. There's a bunch of people that have not been liked backstage that still worked.
Anika said, you know he was losing when his homie started biting people, though.
Oh, no. Because Matt Jackson was the one with the black eye and got dropped.
Nick Jackson.
Oh, was it Nick? Okay, well, Nick. But no, we ain't hear no scratches get on Punk. That was AC Steel. AC Steel decided to go yum. I
heard the Elite got damaged. I heard the Elite got damaged. Like they got hurt. And I believe they came to talk and you came with blows. So
think about it this way. Somebody talks shit about you. You marched up into their room and got your ass whooped. Like,
I don't think they ever expected it to turn into an actual physical brawl.
But that's the Punk generation. And I mean, in no pun intended.
Yeah, because they brought the lawyer with them. So I think they thought, they brought legal. They brought legal with them to try to keep it civil, and it didn't happen. Like it was just like, hey, we got oh no, why are you doing it? Like it almost felt like they walked in and he just went, get the fuck out of my locker room.
Look, but I don't know. That's that new generation, I guess, that bring lawyers to the locker room. Because back in the day, I know from the days that he come from, you want smoke, you get smoke. That's just what it is. Like, ain't nobody coming in for no lawyer smoke. You got a problem, you gonna catch these hands.
Oh, they did. They did catch these hands.
And a chair.
And a chair. And some teeth, apparently. So I actually ran a vote on Twitter, which is still going on until tomorrow.
Yeah, I saw it. I saw it right before we did this, John, too.
Yes. I was like, I gotta do this because I really want to know like how people really feel. And so I made a voting post asking the wrestling fans if they want CM Punk to return to AEW, or do they want him to go to WWE, or they just want, like me, for him to just retire. And 45% want him to retire for good. 34% want him to return to WWE, but only 21% want him to stay in AEW. And that's from 939 votes. So the majority so far, and that's not a lot of people. There's millions and millions of fans, right? In wrestling. So that's a very minuscule. That's just my Twitter sphere world.
But in your Twitter sphere world, that's still saying, because you said the ones that wanted him to retire was what, 13%?
The one that wants him to retire for good is 45%. It's the highest.
Oh, okay. So that means you got a lot of people that's hating on him right now because they want him to retire for good. But come on, he's not horrible in the ring to retire for good. So that's a lot of people that dislike this man, which means the moment that music hits, you're gonna hear a wave of boos, right? And he gonna talk his shit, and he good.
I mean, if he returns, it'll be mid-2023, and hopefully by then, all of this had moved on to a different stratosphere. But if they're bringing him back to AEW, they can't really let the heat die, so that when they bring him back, you get a real crowd reaction. You know what I mean? So how they're going to play this going forward, I don't know.
But people always get mad in the moment. And so let's say a year goes by or 8 months goes by. A lot of shit happens in 8 months. And he comes back. Hell, he could go, haha, who cares? Fuck y'all, and be the biggest heel. Or he can go, you know what? I realized that wasn't the best move to do. That was unprofessional. I take ownership of that. And people will grant sympathy for that because they understand people fuck up. So, it depends on how it's played. But yeah, right now, people are in the moment because this is still what's present. Now, 8 months from now, how he responds to it is how people will gravitate.
Yeah, because right now, when you say Punk, all I remember is him stuffing his face with muffins and cursing everybody out at the media scrum. So, he can let that be the end of his career, which sucks for him. So to end it that way.
Technically, it's not really the worst way to go out because he went out as champion.
That's true. That is true. But the title get vacated. So
yeah, but you won the championship in your hometown. You spoke your mind and said everything you needed to say, and you knocked out the people that came to challenge you about it.
That's true. That's true.
I mean, not a bad way to go out.
But his actions led to Moxley having to cancel his vacation. And so now Moxley's third time reigning champion, and he's been an excellent champ. I love Moxley as champ. It is time for somebody new. I know they know it, he knows it, and we're getting ready for that.
I don't want it to be MJF though.
We're getting ready for that in full gear. Like, that's happening.
I feel like if this is the time where he's going to do it for himself for the first time, he should fail. Because now you understand that you cheated to win all those times. Now you try to do it for yourself and came up short and make you work harder to be because this is his transition into being kind of a good guy now. I feel like that would be a better story. They'll probably give him the jump because Moxley probably wants to get the damn title off him so he can go on vacation. But I'm saying in my head, that would be a better story. And Anika, you're right. They need to man up and get that money because Punk versus the Elite, like that's going to draw.
Yeah, that's going to draw. I mean, somebody was saying on Twitter that having Omega versus CM Punk is a match that we need now.
No, that needs to be CM Punk and two people that fuck with him versus the Elite. Like,
you mean like a faction
fight? A faction, yeah, because it was a faction fight backstage. So this really it really wasn't about Kenny at all.
No, it wasn't. Like, Kenny came to defend himself.
Yeah, like he said. Yeah, he said it like the EVPs, but he mainly meant the Bucks because.
How do you know that though?
Kenny was gone 90% of the time.
I mean. He dragged the Elite. He dragged Hangman Adam Page, which that should happen 4 months ago. He said,
but that's Hangman's fault.
Come on, my dude, let that shit go. That was 4 months ago.
Oh, okay. So the reaction to the bullshit, I'm supposed to let that go.
4 months ago, a promo, and what he said wasn't terrible.
I mean, literally what he said was, you are the worst thing that comes through this joint, and I'm saving this company from you, trying to make him seem like he's the worst thing ever. That was off script and whatever. So I'm pretty sure that between them times, CM Punk probably been trying to reach out to homeboy, talk to homeboy, whatever. And he said, you know what? Let me go out to this ring since that's the only thing that you understand, and I'm going to give you the smoke back. So no, that was a receipt to me.
He gave it back to him already. He didn't need to do it in the scrum. Like,
Hangman was still probably acting like a punk.
I heard Hangman is not confrontational. Like, he's not. So
he was confrontational in that ring when he was going off script.
He had to drop his best promo. So
so your best promo is going off script, talking some real stuff that you feel.
Regardless of what happens, regardless of everything, when you look at it in the big scope, you are a professional working for a business, sitting next to the owner of the company. What he did was wrong. I don't care. You shitted on the company that you just won the championship for. How do you do that?
He didn't shit on the company. He shit on the people in the company. He didn't say AEW is trash. He said that the people are acting like kids backstage, which they were.
He said Tony Khan got me working with a bunch of pricks and children.
Which he said, that's the truth.
Come on.
He didn't say Tony Khan is stupid. He didn't say AEW is stupid. He said, look, I'm working with a bunch of children that want to gossip and talk crap backstage.
if you shit on every member of a company, you didn't specify
You
who
didn't shit on every member.
He didn't specify who he was talking about when he said pricks or children. So that could be anybody. You are taking a dump, a ceremonious dump on the company that's feeding you. You saw Tony Khan's face. That was not the face of somebody that was pleased. He was like,
I mean, but at the same time, I mean,
no,
look,
no.
If you say after, okay, so no, do I think that it should have been handled in that nature? No, I think that he should have waited till them cameras was off and gave him that smoke. No different than I feel like Will Smith should have waited till them cameras was off to smack the hell out of Chris Rock. But at the same time, though, it happened.
It happened. So your actions have consequences.
Yeah, but I don't think that those actions is enough. Especially when you have somebody like MJF that was holding up an entire pay-per-view, but he
got punished.
But he didn't get bought out and thrown out.
Well, he is not like actively seeking fights with members of people in the back.
You held up money. You was jeopardizing your company's money. They would advertise MJF versus Wardlow, and they didn't even know if you were going to show the hell up.
I know. When Wardlow's interview, he actually, like a couple of months later, after he had won the TNT championship, I believe, he had mentioned that the morning of the pay-per-view, even though they were opening, he still didn't know if his match was going to go through. And he was very upset that he had to focus on that instead of focusing on such a big night for him. So I get it. MJF, toda esa mierda, I get it.
If you want to talk about somebody disrespected, that was because, look, Wardlow was up and coming for this big payoff, right? And the whole talk was not even about him. It was about whether MJF was even going to freaking show up. So you literally took the wind out of this man's sail.
He did.
You diminished the wind.
He did.
He did complete bad. So CM Punk just talked crap, but he never held up a pay-per-view. He never jeopardized money. He didn't, you got shareholders.
He just jeopardized all his merch and all the tickets they would have sold for CM Punk being there. He jeopardized it by fucking himself out of it.
He was injured. He was going to be out of it anyway.
That's true, but still, I still think he would have still done this at the scrum, whether he was injured or not. And I'm not giving MJF a pass. I think they both fucked up. I was extremely upset that MJF did what he did, not personally because it's not my life, but as a wrestling fan, I was like, the fuck? And I really thought he wasn't coming back.
Yeah, me either. But that's why I'm just saying that if you're not going to buy him out and fire him for that, I don't think that they should do that. That's what I'm just saying. They both fucked up.
They both fucked up. They worked out the contract.
Yeah, but and he was holding them up because he wanted more money. All right, so I'm just saying, Punk shouldn't be bought out and thrown out for that. Yo, make money. If people got all this animosity towards Punk, make money.
Well, it is going to be seen what happens soon because, the Elite are going to be back by next week. I thought they were going to be back this week, but I had B-Mac on my show last week and he said it was going to be the week prior to Full Gear. He was right. The week prior to Full Gear. They're definitely coming back.
Oh, man. B-Mac is like the Black Dave Meltzer.
Wait for it, though. I wanted them to show up, obviously, this week, but we got a vignette. I don't know what's happening with CM Punk. Honestly, if he doesn't come back, like I said, I wouldn't care. But that's that. Moving on, we've spent almost 30 minutes on this, and this wasn't even part of yesterday's show. Moxley versus Lee Moriarty took place.
You see how big that is? A joint that happened almost a month ago is still bigger than this show that came out yesterday.
Yeah, what Lou is saying also is that it's still taking away from the pay-per-view, which nobody talks about. And that's fucked up also. All that work that all those people did. CM Crumb.
What is wrong with you?
CM Crumbs.
CM Crumbs?
On the company. Anyway, so Moxley won this match by submission. And they're making pointers that maybe Lee Moriarty will be in the Blackpool Combat Club at some point. Don't know. Ethan Page came out and he trucked Moxley because he wants a chance at the title. That's a waste because we all know Ethan Page is not going to get the title. Mm-hmm. I like what Lee Moriarty is doing. I like that they're bringing him up. I think he'll do great in the Blackpool Combat Club. I never even thought about that. Lou.
Lord.
You have any comments on that match?
I like Moriarty. Okay. And I think that he would be great in the Blackpool Combat Club. I mean, they're doing this firm thing. I like Stokely. I don't think that they're using Kaz at his full potential yet.
No.
Yeah, I mean, it is MJF's turn per se. So, but I mean, after about 6 months or so, I hope they take the title and they give it to somebody new. And I mean, somebody like up and coming or something, like, because otherwise we're just going to rotate it through the same people that always going to have the title, whether it be Hangman, Kenny, Daniel Bryan, or Bryan Danielson, whatever. Like, no, Sakai always flip his name.
Yeah, because it's a flip. It's a complete flip from WWE.
Yeah. And so it's just like, I don't want it to be circulated through the same top names. Like,
what'd you give it to?
Well, I'm biased. I'd give it to Powerhouse Ops, but or Ricky Starks.
Yes.
But yeah, give it to Ricky. Give it to Ricky.
Why can't they give it to Ricky? Why not? Ricky's excellent. He's
like
excellent.
He would be a great, up and coming young champion. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hope that I really hope that they give Powerhouse this TNT title off of Wardlow, because Wardlow is dull at this point.
Yeah. Wardlow ran the story. He became a champ. He's done his thing with it. And he even started tag teaming on and off with Samoa Joe. And he's had a good little run. Teasing Hobbs for a TNT title run and not letting him get it, to me, is an atrocity.
Thank you, Anika. Swerve too. Yeah, Swerve would be great as champion right now.
Swerve is who I was thinking for the AEW championship. He's already a set character. He's a veteran. He's amazing in ring. He's amazing on mic. He has persona. He draws you in. You want to watch.
He could be good. He could be a good guy, bad guy. Doesn't matter. Like, he is like literally the utility tool that you can use for anything.
Like, he's really versatile, and I like him a lot.
Yeah. But wait, going back to Wardlow though.
Yes.
When he beat what's his name? Matt Taven on Rampage.
Mm-hmm.
And you saw Powerhouse like, didn't he look like a star? Like, he looked like a monster.
Yes.
And it's like when he came out, all I was like, I looked at him and I looked at Wardlow and I said, nah, Wardlow need to go to the back.
It's over for Wardlow. It's time. You can tell with the belts when people's times is up and you're ready for people to move on. Like, for example, I love Jade, but it's time. It's time. And you know what? Even though it's not in order, because we got to go back to the Acclaim, we got to go back to Jericho match. I just want to jump to the 5th match of the night real quick, because I'm not going to spend too much time on Jade versus Marina Shafir. That was the 5th match of the night. I was not expecting much because of Marina Shafir.
Dang, everybody.
I know and look, what I want to make clear on the show is when I speak about wrestlers, I'm simply talking about their wrestling.
Oh, no, you don't got to explain that to me.
I don't know her. I know one-on-one she whooped my ass because she is an MMA. But
Wait. Let me say this though. It's not necessarily her wrestling.
She doesn't connect.
Yes, and so the character, the problem, that's terrible. It's dull. Okay, she wears she wears nothing but black. That's dull. Your music is this classical whatever it doesn't get nobody hype. Take that out. Your move set is, though the moves are hurtful, because if you actually do them, they do hurt. They're not entertaining moves. So if you change your move set, change the person, like I hope that they'll give her a complete makeover. Like, man, man, go blonde or something, and or
change her up.
Yeah, change your whole persona, change your move sets, because she can talk. She cut a promo and she's the decent talker.
Not the one she did in the ring. You don't know me.
Well, no. The topic, her tone and her vocal projection, that was good. The topic subject matter she was talking about was trash. But if you hear you can tell when somebody can get a good promo off by the way that they talk. She can get a good one off if somebody directs her how to do a damn promo.
Yes. But none of those things were the problem yesterday. The problem, no pun intended, was not Marina Shafir. The problem was, it was like watching two television screens at once playing two different things. You had the Nyla and Vicky Guerrero interruption and distraction happening at the foot of the ramp or at the beginning of the ramp. And then you had the Jade versus Marina Shafir match happening in the ring and outside of the ring. I actually wanted to see the match and I wanted to see what was happening with Nyla, but I didn't want to see it at the same time. I didn't focus on either.
It's time for Vicky to go.
I don't care I don't care if she's there. She doesn't bother me. She's cool.
She doesn't add anything.
But this match, this didn't do anything for me. This was the worst match of the night for me, and it sucked because it was the women's match, and that just sucks. It was not well executed. I don't know who thought it made sense to have a match going on in the ring while someone else is over there with a mic talking and distracting and eating chips, and and then Jade's in the ring, but she's not even reacting to what Nyla's saying. So it looked like there were two things happening at the same time that didn't go together. It was just
look, we're just gonna call it what it is. That segment was ass cheeks. Okay, it was complete ass cheeks.
Oh my god! So earlier in the comments, I have to see if I can. Here we go.
What?
This was at 7:23.
Oh, yeah.
7:23 p.m. Lou wins. Lou wins tonight.
That match was ass cheeks. I mean, and it was like I said, man. If they change, okay, it's cool to allow people to be themselves and do, but there's some people that need some help. I wish. Wait, what?
Maybe they were trying to distract us from Marina's wrestling.
She's not a horrible wrestler. I've seen a lot worse. I've seen a lot worse in the ring. So she's not horrible. It's just her move choices are not entertaining. They're because they require her to be like, she's trying to do the MMA character, but in real time. And not a entertaining wrestling match. If anybody watches MMA, you'll see it can be dry a lot of times. Like, they'll stand up, they'll trade, but then they'll grapple, they'll just and they'll fling each other, but it's dry a lot of times.
Yeah, well, she's dry.
Exactly.
She needs to get MMA out of her system and realize this is wrestling like Jake Hager did. You have to embrace it differently.
Somebody has to get around her to do it, though.
Doesn't connect with the crowd. For example, when Jade put her in the jaded position when they're back like this, waiting to go down, right? Her face was like this.
Yeah.
Bitch, you about to get killed. I want to see this. I want to see you getting ready to be jaded. She was like, are you counting the moves in your head? Like, it was awful. Like,
but understand something too.
She needs help.
Her husband is Roderick Strong. He has the same problem. Well, I mean, he's better. No, he's better. He's better in the ring.
They need a coach.
But facial expressions, and he's terrible.
He needs a coach.
Yeah, but Jade, I love as TNT champ. Look, having her as the center of attention because you want to build that company around that woman.
Yes.
But yeah, it is time to kind of, give somebody the joint, but it's like, who do you give it to? Because
I want Jamie Hayter to take it. They didn't give it to Athena. So I want Jamie Hayter to take it.
At this point, I think Athena's just trying to kill people now.
She's just embracing that people.
Oh no! I mean, not literally trying to kill them.
Yes,
but like she is like fucking people up in this match.
I don't even watch Dark, but I've tuned into all of her Dark matches because they are no joke. Anyway, we're running over a little bit, so we're gonna go through a couple of things because you're not getting away from the hot seat, bro. All right.
When have I ever tried?
Should I say, bruv? All right. So Baker never showed up to the Sriracha meeting with Renee Paquette. Regal stated that MJF can't beat a real demon like Moxley. That's a lie. It's going to happen. And the Acclaimed had a party, a birthday celebration for Billy Gunn, who came out with his hands taped because, of course, Swerve supposedly fucked up all his fingers.
That was a great vignette, too. That was a great video.
It was a great vignette. Oh, my God.
He needs to stay in that mode.
Yes. And it was so much fun to watch. Of course, they dropped merch during the segment. Foam scissors, so you can scissor, because since Daddy Ass's hands were fucked, they put the foam scissors in there and they scissored with the foam scissors. And then Anthony Bowens presents Billy Gunn with this certification, how he and Max Caster want to be adopted and become officially his sons. And who shows up? The real sons, who use William Morrissey to put a whooping on their dad and the Acclaimed.
Honestly, though, I felt like that shouldn't have happened. I feel like that was just so, because you didn't do anything with the Sons for a minute. So it's like, if Swerve just broke your fingers, we need more Swerve interaction with y'all. And hopefully it's some Lee interactions, because Lee looking confused, but it would be dope if Lee switches gears and goes with Swerve and just starts going on his like rampage. But it's like but y'all have a built feud. Why are you making a new feud out of nowhere?
Well, yeah, because they're trying to get FTR closer, I think, to the Acclaimed to take the belts, because that's what I think is happening with the tag belts. That's why I think
FTR don't need the damn titles no more.
Whether they need them or not, and I agree with you, I don't want to see them with it. It looks like that's what's happening. I personally would love myself a pair of foam scissors. I would. I thought they were cool. I was like, oh my God, I want a pair of those. That's hilarious. But
I'm gonna get two and just be like Richard Nixon.
Anyway, from this, we're getting FTR versus the Gun Club. So that is happening. And I think that's just a filler match for FTR's build up towards the tag belts, which we both agree they don't fucking need. Anyway, Baker came out to say, Sriracha, I ain't doing what you want. I do what I want, because I'm Britt Baker, DMD. And me and Jamie Hayter, we want to fight, but not you. So apparently Jamie and Britt have a tag match, I think, on Rampage, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
I agree with Lou. I agree with Cactus. It is Jamie Hayter's time. Put a belt on this chick. The TBS belt is nice, hot, and ready for her. Do not missed the opportunity.
Oh yeah, I mean Baker, honestly though, is getting boring to me.
It's enough already. We need
Like
to
I
focus
don't,
on the other ladies.
yeah, and I don't even think that people are even saying the DMD anymore. Like the last 3 times that she did the DM, I didn't even hear no crowd reaction.
I didn't hear it yesterday, so I don't know if this was recorded prior.
But even if it was, you would have heard it on the
Up.
outside. Yeah.
And I didn't hear anything. She went DMD, and I heard nothing. So, and I asked Tone too. I was like, did they say it? I didn't hear it. So, if anybody was actually there, let me know. Let me know. This is very true. She has been putting people over. And now for the Ring of Honor match. So again, we're not going to last long on this because we already covered Colt Cabana, CM Punk, but the person that came out to fight Jericho was Colt Cabana. What I do want to point out is I don't need Colt Cabana in AEW either. I don't care that he came and good for him. He felt great, and there were a lot of fans that were happy to see him. And I don't want to take that away from anybody. Like, if you like him, great. But when he came out, I was like, oh, cool. Colt Cabana's back. And then all that conversation that we had ran through my head around CM Punk.
Colt Cabana's never moved no needle. Never. No. Look, nobody cares. When he was in the Dark Order, nobody cared. I didn't care.
Yeah, no.
Like, he faded into the background. When you're in the Dark Order, we're looking at John Silver and, well, Brody when he was there.
Right.
And in 5 and -1. You know,
10. I mean, you got some Dark Order members that are pretty prominent, but they've never really
I don't care about 10.
They've really never done anything with them. But what I was going to point out about this match was,
I'm sure you was, Lou. I'm sure she was going D. You was going DMD.
I do it too, Lou. I'm like DMD, and I'm like, where's the crowd?
See, I was just like this. All right, whatever.
You were at home like this. You were with double fingers. That was you. Don't lie.
No. Lou about to get them scissor hands so he can do it twice.
Did you catch the botch that happened during that match? So
what of the Colt Cabana?
Yes, he was doing a fireman's carry with Jericho. That move, what that move is, when he goes up on the rope, he sits on the top rope, he has the person on them like a fireman's carry, and then he drops from the top rope, leaving the person to hit
the top rope,
to hit the ropes like that. Boom.
Yeah.
But when he brought Jericho up on his shoulders, they didn't have like and they fell out the ring. And thankfully Hager, was there with I think it was Daddy Magic, if I'm not mistaken, and they were able to stop them from getting injured. And I'm like, oh shit!
I walked out the room for like 3 minutes. I didn't know I missed that. Jeez.
Yes, he damn near dropped Jericho on his head, and so there was a lot of comments about, oh, this is who you bring back. So, maybe it was to Punk, but it was not a good move. Just saying.
Here's my thing. They had already signed Colt Cabana to Ring of Honor, so them bringing him out. Now, yes, timing-wise, it looks like a FU because it's like, okay, even though Punk said in the scrum, and we ain't going to go back in that, but he said, I never said he couldn't be here. I didn't say keep him out of the building. I didn't say keep him off of TV. That was their decision, not mine. So them bringing him back is not like, oh yeah, F you. That was your decision.
Whatever the case may be, that's what happens during the match. And
then he almost dropped Jericho on his fucking head.
Yeah, so I felt like that was a bad comeback. If he would have pulled it off without any, because the rest of the match was great.
At least Miranda didn't drop it on her head.
That part was just a little scary. Yeah. The post-match, though, was great because the Jericho Appreciation Society went after Ian Riccoboni, and then the Blackpool Combat Club showed up to kick Jericho Appreciation's asses, and they were going at it. And I mean, there was a lot of stuff going on there, and I think we might get a faction fight again between these two people. So, and it might happen because the Elite like versus Inner Circle, when Inner Circle was like the greatest faction ever, my favorite faction, when they were going up against each other, they had multiple faction matches. So I do believe this might just be the faction match that we get maybe at Full Gear, not sure. But
you know what I'm a little bit blown about? Team Taz. Like,
that's done.
Yeah, I know. That's the problem. It's like if they could have had Hook be Hook now and Ricky and Hobbs, that's man. Put the trios title on them. Like,
yeah,
but they let it go too quick. I mean, well, then again, I mean, they both evolving, so I mean,
right, exactly. So I just say let it go. Anyway, pre-trios match.
Making me remind me of some Tony Braxton. Let it go.
Yes.
No.
But the pre-All Atlantic 3-way match had a Death Triangle talking in the back, and Pac obviously wants Rey Fenix to cheat to win. But Rey Fenix looked a little unsure. The match proceeded. It was Orange Cassidy versus Rey Fenix versus an unneeded Luchasaurus. Yes, I said unneeded because I forgot he was there for a while. This was my favorite match of the night. It should have been the main event, in my opinion. It slapped, it hit Orange Cassidy, Rey Fenix. And yes, the moves that Luchasaurus did pull out were amazing. Rey Fenix ate a table perfectly, actually. That was a perfect table landing. I loved it. Yeah. Cassidy got a beat down up the ramp. How you beat somebody down up the ramp? He was rolling up. However, he managed that. Congrats to Orange Cassidy. He did retain as he ended up giving Rey Fenix a super orange punch after he got distracted by Pac on the side of the ring, who was trying to give him the hammer so he can. And it was a no DQ match, so he could have definitely beat Orange Cassidy with it, but he is anti-cheating. And so he was like, no, he throws the hammer, turns around, and who pops out of nowhere? Down goes Phoenix, and Orange Cassidy retains. And now we're getting Orange Cassidy versus Shibata. So that's going to be fucking amazing.
Here's my problem. This is Shibata's first match in years after he almost died in New Japan. And I feel like you don't bring Shibata back to lose to Orange Cassidy on his first match back. Like, I hope he beats Orange Cassidy and takes that title.
It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
So you don't know. Do you know Shibata?
I've seen Shibata. I don't know about him. I've seen some of his clips of his matches, but I don't think that title is leaving the AEW stratosphere. Is what
Shibata, it's equivalent to almost Okada or Naito coming back.
It's a big deal.
He's a big deal. He's moving needles in Japan.
But if you put this belt on him, you've essentially taken it out of AEW. So you can't.
Good. That's what it's supposed to do.
Oh, I get it, but
it's a traveling title.
I know, but it's giving more men on that roster who don't get any shine time to wrestle. So I get it, but I honestly don't believe he would give it he would let somebody else from a different company get it. That's what I don't
You know what would be great? It would be great if he won the title and then he could go back to Japan and defend that title and then come back and because that working relationship between New Japan, I believe Noah, start with Stardom too, even though Stardom got nothing to do with this, but that working relationship with New Japan, cultivate that, man. Orange Cassidy ain't gonna do shit with that title.
Are you kidding me? He's been giving us great matches.
He's giving you great matches, but after he loses the title, nobody's gonna remember shit.
Everybody loves Orange Cassidy. What are you talking about?
It's not that he's not. It's not that they don't love him. It's yes, he can
with the title.
Yeah, he's gonna have great matches, but he's not going to have impactful moments. So,
but what about this match coming up? You don't know that. What if his match against Shibata is like a fucking amazing match?
the dude, Orange Cassidy, had a damn barn burner with freaking Will Ospreay. Are you talking about that now?
No.
Exactly.
Shut up. All right, fine. Let's move on. House of Black. After Malachi Black and Buddy Matthews try to jump ship and were told by Tony Khan ain't nobody getting released from their contracts, they decided instead of sitting on ice, I am going to wrestle. And so they're coming right back to AEW, and they dropped a vignette promo where it looked like they were having a demonic seance.
Look, they better bring their ass back, because Tony said, you know what, y'all trying to play. Pause. I'm gonna hit pause on y'all contract. Guess what? Y'all ain't wrestling nowhere. What's up? They were like, okay, look, we go ahead.
We gonna work. We gonna work. So it looked like they were burying the House of Black. So what I got from this, and maybe I was wrong, was that they were burying the old and the new's gonna come out like zombies. I don't know, but it looked like they did a whole seance and buried the whole House of Black except for Julia Hart.
Hey, look, if y'all want to repackage yourselves, guess what? You got the creative freedom to do it. I don't know why some of these people think that just because they, Triple H is running WWE, that they're going to come back and magically get better than what they were getting when they left. Like, dude, no, you're going to go right back to what you were doing anyway, because they got their built-in top stars. You think you're going to just automatically come back? Like, I mean, Cody, yes, because he was bigger anyway. Yes. But, like, come on, Malachi, dude, you're going to be just doing good matches. You're going to lose a bunch of fucking times. You're probably going to get thrown in probably one of Bray Wyatt's Colts and disappear. Like, dude, come on.
Here in AEW, you have your own fucking Colt named after you, and you're getting TV time every week. What more the fuck do you want? Yeah. God, I just get so mad because a lot of these wrestlers were jobless during the pandemic, and when AEW gave them some bread, they were too quick to grab it, right? And now that it's looking like the door opened back up on the other side, it was like, fuck the company that helped me. You know what I mean? Like, you got to think about it.
Did you see what Andrade said in the interview?
No.
Andrade said, even though the country has the country, the company has, yeah, I know, right? Even though the company has a great work schedule, I get paid great money and this and that. Oh, I just want to do more. Okay, but dude, you're telling me now you have a better schedule, you're getting better money, you're getting better shine, because all they had you doing was fighting with Garza as a tag team, getting your ass whooped before you left. And so you think that, and you was with Charlotte Flair then, you're married now, but you think that you going back over there as married to Charlotte Flair is going to somehow boost your shit?
No, and you're married to, look, whatever. My thing was, I'm glad that Tony Khan put his foot down, because you start killing everybody's contract who tries some bullshit like Andrade did to get his contract cut. Or, I don't know, Malachi didn't do anything nefarious, but he wanted to leave. You are going to get shut down, and you should, because you signed a contract. It's a contract. It's legally binding.
But where would these people come in thinking that they were obligated to shoot straight to the top? See, that's where I be getting confused at, with some of these people going, oh, they came in and they're here for a month. They're being underutilized. Dude, do you know how many wrestlers are in this company? Do you know how many stories they have to do? How many people they got to build up? Dude, everybody can't just shoot to the fucking top.
Get to the back of the line.
Yeah, dude. Dude, you're talking to one of Miro's biggest fans here, dude.
Yes.
And I want to see him back on TV. But at the same time, they still have other stories that they write 6 months in advance.
Yeah, they got to tell it.
And Miro's sitting at home collecting that paycheck, just chilling.
Yeah,
I'm a lazy dude, so maybe I'd like that shit. But
maybe he would, he'll drop a promo here or there, and he's collecting a check as though he's there every week. So you know what, Andrade, you fucked up, because he will be sitting on ice. We're getting Jamie Hayter versus Toni Storm at Full Gear. Just had to let that sit there. That's actually going to be a great match.
Yeah, she
But
lose.
Toni, that's going to be a great match. Toni Storm's going to win, though. Toni stated that Jamie Hayter and her were actually like best friends that actually lived together in England while the pandemic was going on. And when she got back and when she got to AEW and Jamie Hayter was already here, she acted like she didn't know her. That was a great promo. They're probably the best of friends still, but that was a great promo, which brought us to the main event, which was Samoa Joe versus Brian Cage for the Ring of Honor TV title. Samoa Joe won. Honestly, even though Cage hasn't had like a lot of promos or whatever, he has been on TV a lot lately. And I was actually okay with Cage having won that title, but he didn't. So it kind of.
Can I say this real quick?
Yeah.
Doesn't Cage look out of place in that faction?
A little bit.
You have a brother and two Samoan brothers. And Cage. And they're Powerhouse. And so I'm kind of thinking in my head.
Well, Powerhouse said he's not part of the embassy.
Oh, you need to lead it.
He said it on Twitter today. He goes, I am not part of the embassy. He's just using them. Oh. Hobbs has always said, it's just business. Hobbs, get that TNT belt, please.
Well, he needs to lead that group. And in my brain, I don't know why I was thinking this in my mind as Cage was out there, like on the ramp with them, and I was going, "You better get to the back scene and get behind Hobbs, or you better get kicked the hell out of this group because Hobbs gonna drop you on your head." But
so when the match was over, the embassy, because Cage lost, decided to whoop on Samoa Joe, of course, and then Wardlow comes to save the day in his nice suit. And who shows up out of nowhere? Hobbs, and trucks this guy, gives him a spine buster from hell. I mean, these are big guys that, and he picks up the TNT belt. When he picked it up, I was like, just looks right.
Yes.
That just looks like it belongs in his hands.
So, like he's coming down like he's Debo. Like he comes down and it's like the moment he comes out and you see him, you like, oh shit.
Yes. So I would love to see Wardlow versus Hobbs for the TNT title at Full Gear with Hobbs taking it. Honest to God, that would make me very happy.
I'm gonna tell you, as somebody that's 6'1", 230. All right, when I see Wardlow, I'm going, oh, okay. Like he a big dude and whatever, but oh, okay. Man, I see Hobbs and I'm going, should I fight this dude?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Like I might need to, I don't know, I might have to grab a chair or a bat or something. Like, because I don't know if I want to just fight him square up. I'll fight Wardlow square up.
You might want to think about it.
No, I'm saying by optic wise, like for me at least, like I'm not saying I would fight Wardlow, but at the same time, when I look at it, if you put 2 and 2 together, I'm just going, okay, fight Hobbs, fight Wardlow. Yeah, I'll fight Wardlow.
Listen, I wouldn't fight either.
First of all, Cactus is HOMIE. That's homie. Okay, not that. If you put an R, it looks like an R and an N in the middle of that. It looks horny. I don't know.
That's where your brain takes it, though. That is where your brain takes it. And with that, we have entered the infamous hot seat. Oh man, I don't know if you're ready.
Oh, he says the UK spelling. Oh, okay, got you. I stand corrected.
There you go. They do spell things differently, like color and things like that. It's spelled differently. All right, y'all.
No.
Yeah, it has a U in it. Color.
Yeah, I thought so.
COLOUR.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, you've been in this hot seat before. You know how it goes. I start you off with easier questions. They go a little bit more inquisitive.
You can start with the hard. Like you can start hard and get it harder.
Nah. We're gonna take it. We're gonna take it
that
down.
Somehow didn't sound right to me at all. But go ahead. That didn't sound right. That didn't sound right at all.
Cactus is bullshit. And he said that is not how they spell it in UK. He said, phew, they bought it. Nice. Good job. Good job, Cactus.
Look at that, man. Why are you snitching on yourself, man? We were running with it too.
We actually bought it. All right, here we go. Sonny.
Mm-hmm.
Would you rather?
Yes.
He said yes. Get shampoo in your eyes every time you wash your hair, or always have itchy eyes.
Shampoo in my eyes. Like, first of all, hold on. If I got to walk around all day scratching my eyeballs, like, no, I might as well just rip them out of my head. I'll be Stevie Wonder at this point. But, but if I'm just going into the shower for 5 to 10 minutes and getting like burns in my eyes, cool. I'll come out with red eye. I look like I smoke anyway. It's cool. It'll mask. I smoke anyway, man. It just look normal.
He just said shampoo in my eyes, like duh.
Yeah, I'm gonna be sitting here doing this all day, like
all day. Like me, I'm always in my eyes.
Right.
I swear, this is how I caught COVID, because I'm always in my eyes, always rubbing my eyes. All right, that was easy. Here's another one.
Okay.
Would you rather only use underwear with stains on them, or always go without underwear?
Go without underwear.
Damn, you didn't even think of that.
First of all, if they got stains in them, that mean they funky as hell. All right, so I'm gonna be walking around with the ass cheek ass, like smell, like come on,
I
bro.
didn't
Like
say they were dirty. I said
they had streaks.
Stained.
Come on, stains. Why you got stains in some underwear that's under your pants? How'd they get there? Like, did you unzip your zipper and eat Jello and just drip red on your damn? Like, come on.
Something happened in the past and you couldn't get the stains out. So now,
like some funky ass. Like, come on, man. That booty streaks.
Courtney said neither. So what the hell are you gonna do? Those are your only two choices.
Nah, right? Man, you can't put through option C, Courtney.
Courtney always gets option C. All right, here we go. Would you rather try to escape from a jail that's located on an island in the middle of the ocean, or escape from a jail located in the middle of a wild jungle with no
wild jungle? I can't swim. What's the point of even attempting to escape if I can't swim? I'm gonna drown. I'm gonna die.
You can't swim?
No, I can't even float that well. Like, maybe if I stole a floaty, like maybe I might be all right. You know, like if I could procure a boat, you know, maybe. But you know, I'd rather go with the jungle.
Oh my god!
At least I could just look at the North Star and go north.
You know, my sister says wild jungle because she can't swim.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I also thought ocean, but I'm like, oh god, sharks, other things.
You got sharks, whales. You got current. You got weather. You got That's too much. That's too much.
A lot. But in the jungle, you got so much stuff that can kill you. You got animals and you got bugs that can kill you. It's like, but you said jungle.
But I'm not swimming.
That's true. That's true. If I had, well, I was gonna say if I had a little boat, I would swim. But clearly, you can't swim if you're in a boat. Duh. Good job.
I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this. I'll be like that girl in Prey. I'll be just setting up booby traps everywhere. Like, okay, little animal want to come after me. Cool.
Shit. Anika said jungle. Y'all know we can't swim.
Hell nah. And we know you ain't gonna swim, Anika, with your hair. You ain't getting your hair wet. You know you ain't. Stop playing.
Like shark food and drowning. The reasons why she won't go.
No. She'll risk the shark. She just don't want to get her hair wet.
Nice. And I don't mind getting her hair wet. All right. So here is the bonus question, which is not a would you rather question.
Mm-hmm.
I usually been stating these as deep thought type of questions. So you ready?
Sure. I mean, they've been pretty quick. But
yeah, because you didn't even think about it before I even finished saying. You're like, You just give me the answer. Here we go. If you had the power to see when your loved ones, including your close friends, were going to die and how, knowing you had no way to change the outcome, would you let them know their fate or keep it to yourself?
Keep it to myself.
Why?
Why is the point of telling somebody that and freaking them out for the rest of their life?
Agreed.
Like, that's not, honestly, I would feel like that's terrible on myself, because now everything you do, you're counting down your days. Like, okay, so I have 6 months, 2 hours and 52 seconds. And you have to wake up thinking, okay, now I got 5 months. You know, like, it was like, and man, like, that's torturous. That's like, you know, somebody telling you you're going to death row, and they go, all right, well, your time's up now, so you got about 30 days.
Yeah, and for 30 days, all you're going to think about is your death. You're not going to be able to live. I agree with you. I would keep it to myself, too. That would be a pretty horrible power to have, because you can't change anything.
The only thing that I would do is I would spend more time, and especially when I know that the time was coming closer, I would spend I would be almost unsufferable at that point, where it'd be like, dude, why you always want to hang out? No reason.
Yeah, but then if your family or people find out that you have this power, and they start seeing every time you coming around people and you around them a lot, then they die. They're gonna be like, oh shit, Sonny's hanging around.
No, they're not gonna know that I got the power. They're just gonna be like, do you see something? They're gonna say, like, do you see something that we don't? You know, I just get these feelings, and, you know, I just feel like I need to be close to them for this moment. Like, but then again, that might scare some people, because they be like, dude, every time you get close to somebody dies. And I'd be like,
you are doing it. You know what I mean? I would tell you know, and only because you have the power to see your loved ones. But if I could see my enemy's death, I'd probably let them know.
Of course.
You're gonna die in 2 days, asshole.
But see, I don't have. But see, that's the difference between me and you, Squish. I don't got enemies. I got people that. Yeah, right.
I don't got enemies. Do I look like I be looking for people to fight? No.
You be looking for serial killers.
I love that kind of stuff.
I know, right?
And again, if you tune in this Saturday at 11 o'clock Eastern, you get to see the show that me and Sonny just recorded about the serial killer, Richard Ramirez, aka the Night Stalker. So I hope you tune in. People, this was our show. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much, Mr. Sonny Midnight, for joining me on 2 shows today, even though one was pre-recorded. I really appreciate your time. Thank you so much for answering the hot seat questions. Thank you to everybody in the room. I appreciate y'all more than y'all know. And the support is not going unnoticed. So thank you guys. Love y'all.
Yeah, I'm seeing some new cats in
yes.
In here.
Peace, love, and
so
yes.